Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple, where they have taken a large bite out of college football. The man for whom the stadium is named, Bill Snyder, built this program from the losingest in the history of college football to a formidable foe and home of the Kansas State Wildcats. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the ACC, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On first down, here comes this offense. The run from the shotgun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Skips away from pressure. Gets rid of it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. On first and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Lets it fly. And that ball is picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The option look. Now the toss. Finds a crease at the 20. Discards him with the stiff arm. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Not much feels better to an offense than to get some breathing room with an explosive play like that. Now 1st and 10 from the 39. Running to the left. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. He's up to 51 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. DBs lock up tight on the receivers. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Wood. Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. The running back has it. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll run play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They'll try to pick up the first. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 7, Kansas State 0.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Kansas State.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll ride the hot hand. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
A 3rd and long coming up here. To the ground with the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Second down after that incompletion. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Trying play action. And they get the sack just like that.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to beat the D deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's now up to 58 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
They'll give it to him again. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They want to run it left here. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime. So you keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Sends it downfield. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Texas A&M going quickly. Wide out in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Aggies! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And this offense is firing at all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clock reads 12 seconds as they head to the line. We'll see if they're content to go to the locker room. Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. Unleashes one deep. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except the ticket holders.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. To throw, it's Wood. He'll take another shot here. And that one is picked up in the end zone. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to the big tight end. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, This is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Dropping back, it's Wood. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your head because they're dominating right now.
Right back to the well. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On the run, it's Sexton. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, that's when the defense would like to have back. They would have wished the quarterback pitched that football, but instead, they took the wrong guy away and made it an easy decision for the QB.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The short hands. It's Matthews. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Touchdown, Aggies! And the route is on.
Texas A&M, number 21, with the carry.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down.
Slide 22. Slide 20.
Quick handoff. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Right? The line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked with a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Gets open down the middle. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
First and goal, Texas A&M. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 28, Kansas State 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! And the beatdown has ensued.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 18, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And your Kansas State Wildcats will take over first and 10.
K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dances away from the heat. He's going to take off.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They'll try to run for it. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll let one go down the right side. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He'll try to do it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Come on, set.
DB's right up on the receivers. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
on third down, going up top. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Using the quick game. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
To the air on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, where was that play when they needed it earlier in this game, right? I mean, they've just had no pulse offensively. They have not been able to threaten this defense at all, throwing it or running it. And they make a great play there, but, man, this game's almost over. That's too late.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He makes a grab. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part. A late touchdown. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7.
That makes the score. Texas
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And here comes the offense on second down. Right back to him on the ground. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He finds his man. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Aggies with the 1st and 10. The give to the left side. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires left. It's complete. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Texas A&M going quickly.
That's a first down for the offense.
Off play action on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking for a man. It's Wood. This one's complete. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll run the option. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. You definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.